Hi, my name is Nick, and I've been diagnosed with basic clinical depression. When I was younger, I was diagnosed with a thing called dysthymia, but now doctors gave me the clinical depression diagnosis, which means they don't know where it's coming from. When I was younger, I was physically abused by my mom's boyfriends, and growing up, I always focused on other areas of my life where people would use me, would hurt me in physical ways. And so I carried around this view that the world sucked and I didn't want to live in it, and it drove me to this place through high school and after high school of not wanting to exist anymore. For me, originally I couldn't control it. I had no idea what was wrong. I couldn't think of the different ways that were causing me to look at the world in this down sort of way, up until recently that I've been able to go through counseling and stuff to be able to digest that. But day-to-day depression is just this darkness that hangs with you, and it infects everything that you do. Whether you're mowing the lawn or hanging out with friends, it just adds this negative connotation to everything that you're doing. So when I was first getting counseling for this sort of worldview that I was holding, and that it was causing all this darkness in my life, this counselor asked me what I loved, and what I really loved was taking pictures. For some reason, I really got into taking pictures on old 35mm analog film. And she challenged me, this day my counselor did challenge me to use the camera as a tool to perceive the world differently than I have. And the challenge really spent out, try to view the world as beautiful, and try to find the beauty even in this sadness and in this darkness that I was already seeing. I became addicted to buying old cameras and taking crappy 35mm film photos of things that when I would develop them and hold them in my hand as a print, I would see such beauty. And from that, it changed the way I looked at the world around me. It changed the way I looked at my girlfriend, I looked at my friends. It changed the way I look at architecture and my city, just as this hidden beauty that wasn't there before. So lately I have found such hope in this newfound purpose or newfound perspective of the world through taking these cameras around and literally taking photos or making small videos, just trying to find this positivity or this beauty within these everyday sort of mundane situations that I've been in. Something really cool that came from this darkness and this depression and these suicidal thoughts that I was dealing with through my life, something really cool was this desire to try and help people who felt like I did, who saw the world like I did, or were dealing with forms of depression or suicidal thoughts in their own life. Maybe not in the same reasons that I did, but just in whatever reasons their story told them to believe or see these things in. What I started doing was I started reaching out to people over social media, and I started to try to talk to people, just to share my own personal story with them over this platform that can connect people from different parts of the world instantly. Eventually I started to brand it, and I started to tag everything that I would post with this hashtag hope at the end of it. I would say hashtag hope after anything I would say. And it got to this point where I was just tweeting at people who were tweeting sad tweets or something. I would just tweet them the hashtag and hope out to them. So I ran with it. So I took this idea and I tried to just like boost it as much as I could. I started a clothing line, I started a brand, I started an outreach project that mainly focused on online platforms to try and reach people in whatever way we could. And now it's been 2.5 years, almost 3 years since I've started that thing. And now I get to share this story of seeing the world pessimistically and turning that into this positive perspective of the world. I get to share that with tons of people. So I've spent the last year of my life completely relying on hashtag hope to provide the income for me. I quit my job and pursued this idea of trying to help people full time. So I'm completely relying on this project to succeed in order for my financial state to succeed. But I think what I'm really trying to show people is that I'm willing to dedicate my life or sacrifice a piece of my young adult life, or sacrifice a life savings account, or having security and rent money. I'm willing to sacrifice all these things so that I can try and help people who once felt like I did.